Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker and welcome to show and tell number 76, I think. I got it wrong last week and now I'm off again. I think it's 76. You see it down there. That's correct. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fantastic week. Ours has been busy as usual. I'm getting to know some of the neighbors, so like depending on when I leave for my walk, they tend to get a little extended because I'll sit there and chit chat with the neighbors, and I'm getting to know all the little doggos walking around, and there are a lot of puppies in the neighborhood. They're a lot of fun. I'm trying to not enforce bad behaviors where they're trying to train their dogs, but at the same time, it's kind of hard not to die laughing when you have a dog just like shoot across at you and come airborne flying at you. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it's been my normal craziness, but that is what it is. Yeah, I got a lot of work done this week. Sorry, I'm very hot again. It's not even hot today. I've just been, since I got back from my walk, I've been running all over the house. I took a shower, did my makeup, and then had to corral a huge amount of stuff. I literally cannot move my camera any closer to me because I am ringed with things around me to show you guys. I'm going to try to do 3 videos today, so they'll hopefully go up today, Thursday, one on Saturday, and one on either Monday or Tuesday. But we'll see. We'll see how this works out. I also haven't eaten yet, so I might end up having to like take a break to go eat at some point because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So one of the things that will kick off the next video is actually this vest. So I did get it completely done, trim and all. It is a shade small for me. It goes on fine, but it's that if it were just an inch wider on the front panel, and I'm talking like this much wider, an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch on each side, it would be perfect. So with the right outfit, it'll work, but that's why I'm not wearing it today for filming. And it was kind of a pain in the butt to seam the shoulders because you could tell how thin the fabric is. It's a super light fabric, and trying to get the shoulder seams right without creating problems was a little fidgety. Hold on, I got a phone call I need to take. Sorry about that interruption. That was Troy saying he's on his way home. He's been gone all week, so I'm kind of excited. Yeah, so this was a little bit of a pain to seam because the fabric is so thin. I love the finished garment. I did not get my box pleats quite deep enough for it to really look like the pattern. In the pattern, it's super close. But yeah, I'll be able to wear it. Oh, there's an end I forgot. It's kind of hard to see the ends. So this was using the interlacements zigzag yarn in this color and this color. So I will be discussing my 3 months with interlacements and my final wrap up of that in the next video I film. Those are the 2 that I really want to get done. But yeah, that took up a lot of time this week, and it not like rawr, I hate this, but I did kind of wear out working on it a little bit, and part of that's because Curzon kept chewing through my yarn, so the end weaving in was very weird, especially with how open that fabric is, and the fact it's a wearable, so you'll get glimpses of the inside. Like, I wanted it to look really nice, but ends. All the ends. Yeah, got a little frustrated with it. I'm glad to be done and moving on to my next subscription box, which I haven't picked yet. I need to get that done. The projects were very, very long with those. So I do have a project picked for the next yarn from that. So I will still be working with it, and I will share with you guys my experience working with it, but I'm ready to be on to the next thing right now. So I did get some more of my 4 patches done. These are completed. I've got another huge stack of granny squares sitting upstairs that need to be sewn together, or there's, you know, too many of one color. So I need to share those or finish those. Oh, I even dropped my 3Zs in here. So I got a lot done with this, and I'm going to either tonight, I've got a prayer shawl meeting tonight online. So either tonight or tomorrow night, which is when Fridays when we sit and play music, and I'll probably work on bordering those and starting to seam those together. Well, okay. In order here. So we got these guys done. So I shared with you guys I was working on the Uptown poncho, and I will leave that link down below. I was using the Vanna's Choice and Denim Mist, and as I said in my previous, or maybe 2 videos ago, 2 videos ago, I think, I was noticing that the Denim Mist, or the mist colors, this stonewash look, is much plumper than what I'm used to. The sun just started like pouring in over there. So hopefully that won't blow too much of this out, but it's very plump compared to the other Vanna's Choice I've used, and it does say to use a J hook. So the first time I did use too small of a hook, I used an I. I moved up to a J for the next Just Feel Festive shawl, and then I actually used a J for this. And this feels way too dense. So I assessed it to see maybe if I did block wider and like really hard block it, could I get the fabric to drape a little bit more, and it was going to distort the stitches too much. So I have now turned my Uptown poncho into my Uptown shawl. So instead of sewing it and doing the edge stitches, the edge shells, it's now just a long shawl with a pretty lace border. It was not going to lay very nicely. So it's one of those, it's a rectangle folded in half and seamed part of the way down. And on the fold side, I couldn't get that fabric to drape. I mean, you could see even here where it's standing up too much. It's very, very dense. But it is the perfect length for a shawl wrap. And I can, you know, pin it in the same kind of style. But that was intended for me when I made it. And now I don't know if I'm going to keep it or donate it. I do still need to trim the rest of my ends there. But I love the way it looks. And I love the way it worked up. I did add a couple more rows of height, hoping maybe that would relax some of that fabric. No, it didn't. It didn't help at all. But it's done, and it is quite nice. It'll be a really nice either gift or something for me to keep. I hate that it didn't work out as planned, but I probably didn't need another blue poncho. Then, so I was feeling a little, overwrought maybe on Monday. No particular reason, just, you know, you have those days where you just need something to make you feel better. So I stopped by Hobby Lobby to see if they had any clearance. I did need to pick up some things because I am coming up on my second vlogiversary. That will be next week. And I wanted to host another giveaway, and I wanted to grab some of the stuff that was on clearance anyway for that. But one of the things they had was the pink multi and glowing on clearance. And I keep hearing people talk about how much they love the glowing. And I mean, not that I've found a whole lot of yarns from Hobby Lobby I didn't like, but why particularly the glowing? So I grabbed two of the, that was all they had, two of the pink multis. And then when I got home, I was thumbing through Facebook, and Crystal's Critter Creations shared her latest pattern. And I'll have this link down below, but it's called the Hidden Crosses Scarf or Cowl. And I was like, perfect, I'll do that. So I had a little bit of starteritis, and it's just a one ball shawl kind of thing. It is attached in the back. I really like the construction of this to give you the neckband. But it's super cute. It's very, very textured. And of course, in this yarn, you can't really read the texture. But this yarn, like, I now understand why people love the glowing. So you can see, like, we have puff stitches. There's a ridge here, and you can kind of maybe see the cross stitches there in this section. Very, very textured. Her pictures do it much better justice because they're in solids. So you can't really see the texture doesn't read, especially on camera, as much. In person, the crosses get a little blurred, but like the puff stitches and the ridges really do stick out. So you can see, like, there's puff stitches there. And where's the top? There's puff stitches up here. You see, you really, it's kind of hard to read that in this yarn. But this is super smushy yarn. I really like the yarn. So, you know, I get it. I understand why so many people keep saying, oh, I found glowing, so I bought everything. It's pretty smushy. Pretty nice to work with. It kind of feels a lot like the heavy nylon yarns you get from, like, more like your LYS style yarns. I mean, it's really quite nice to work with. So that is my FOs. That's everything I completed this week. I do have a WIP and an acquisition, though, that I want to share. Let's start piling stuff back to be relocated upstairs. Part of my scrap bin thing was realizing I actually had quite a few scraps of roving style yarn, and I have a lot of one ball multicolor style floofy yarns that fit with that roving style thing. So what I decided to do is I had some scraps of Scarfy, the garnet and black that I made a shawl with about 2 years ago now. I had a single ball of the hot pink and a single ball of the turquoise. So what I decided to do is use that as my base, use the Scarfy whole balls and scraps as the base, and then add in my scraps plus some of these random bits. And I am doing a corner to corner scrap rectangle right now. Now, I have not made a decision yet as to whether or not this is going to be, you can see I'm trying to weave my ends in as I go. As I change a color, I try to put in more. But I haven't decided if I'm going to put buttons on it and make it one of those convertible style garments where it can be worn as a shawl, as a poncho, button it behind your back and kind of make a shrug out of it. Or if I'm just going to leave it like I did the Uptown poncho, leave it as a rectangle and use shawl pins to get the shape that I want. I haven't made that decision yet, but I'm still, where's my long side? This is my long side. I still have a fairly long way to go. It's so bright. Even with that black, it's so bright. It's a little over 5'5" right now. So I still have probably another foot or so left to go on the length. But I really kind of dig the way this is turning out. And it's kind of weird how the colors are shading. Down here, it was the garnet Scarfy. And it was garnet Scarfy up till about here. And that's where I started working in the pink. And then you can very clearly tell where the turquoise picked up down here, up against everything. So, I mean, there's some sheepish Ferris wheel, unforgettable landscapes. I'm trying to think what else. There's one that was just like landscapes and unforgettable. It was a Bernat yarn, and it's ancient. It's forever and 3 years old. But I've kind of started working some of those in. But this is another one. I don't know what this is. This was a mill-in. But it's almost like unforgettable. But it's very dense and almost more like it's got a silk content in it. But it melts. It doesn't burn. So it's definitely synthetic, whatever it is. But very, I mean, I love these colors, but I have so many yarns similar to this that adding it into a scrap project like this just kind of made more sense. So that's been taking up some of my time recently, and that's great for TV knitting. I have one more ball of garnet and black scarfy, and if I'm still not done by then, sorry about that. Pull y'all back. And I told you, like, everything is surrounding my camera right now. I've got a huge pile here. I got a huge pile. Lots of stuff to talk about. But yeah, I mean, it's a great, you know, sofa knitting or sofa crochet project where you're totally off doing your own thing, not really focusing on what you're doing. Kind of enjoying that. That was way harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, a little too much of the... I use Zip Fizz in my water sometimes just to give it a little flavor. Because after 3 or 4 cups of water, you kind of want some flavor. Oh, did not expect that to feel so tart. I did forget to bring the sheet down with me. But I got this month's bag from Christy Cook over at T-Doddles. I will leave her Etsy and YouTube channels marked down below. I did not watch the cheat video where she talks about the theme and stuff, but clearly the theme was kind of back to school kid kind of thing. I love this inside fabric. But I also just love words. And the way she does her bags, I can still flip this out and put like I have a key that's just the house key. Snap that on the outside. It doesn't have to be on the inside. Even my stitch markers don't have to be on the inside of my bag. But I think this is so cute. I love that. It's not a batik, I don't think, but it's done in a batik style, but it feels like a really nice quilting cotton, not that heavy, super tight thread count batik fabric. But I love that. But I also love geometric kind of prints. We have Tazo Awake Tea is our tea this month. Make sure I take that up with me. And the tag, so she's doing the scrapbook paper tag. And I don't know what the rest of this said, but there's like a ghost, verb, scare, and then something for holding thread. Cooking utensil, sling to make, caressing spoonful. I love it. You ever just sit there and like try to read or make out what something is supposed to be? And the maker charms are a compass and a cup with your tools. which is also adorable. And I actually have the perfect bag for the compass marker to go on. And then also my little baggie. Make sure this is turned the right way. We have a bookmark. And I just started a new hardback book. Guess where that's going? Guess where that's going? All right, that needs to go back upstairs. So yeah, that is everything that I got done this week, plus acquisitions. Trying to be good. I'm not going to share my Hobby Lobby haul because I kind of want those to be surprises for anybody who wins the giveaway for my second vlogiversary. I am hoping to do a live. It probably will not be next week, which is actually when my vlogiversary will fall. Next week is going to be a very busy week for us. It's my husband's birthday. We have a class that we're taking over the weekend. We've got some friends of ours that we're wanting to actually be able to see this week. So probably won't be next week, which was my original plan. But I'm thinking the first Wednesday, maybe in September, I might go ahead and do my anniversary live. So I will keep you guys posted. If I don't mention it in a video next week, I will put it in the community tab, which I am trying to take advantage of now that I've got enough subscribers and watch hours to have a community tab. So yeah. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you have an amazing weekend. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, all of my contact information is down below. So let me know what you think. I love you guys, and I will see you real soon. Bye, guys.